Hi there, and welcome to this episode of Consciousness Empowerment. Here we talk about consciousness, the law of attraction, and how to reach your fucking dreams. All right. Thank you for being here. Those of you who are new, welcome. And these last couple of episodes and the ones that are going to be moving forward are going to be on the Edinburg lectures on mental science. These lectures are profound. Profound. I'm surprised many of the law of attraction teachers do not teach this information. I presume because it is very difficult to communicate and to teach. Thomas Troward was a judge, very educated man. Okay, he was a judge in India and then moved back to England. I don't know exactly where, but the United Kingdom. Okay, the United Kingdom, and he wrote these books and these lectures for us to use. He really understood through logic how the universe is created through mind. Okay. Now, before we get started, I want you to ask yourself two important questions. Number one, are you ready to learn? Are you ready to have an open mind? Okay, to learn and apply to reach your dreams. If you are not, do not keep watching. Go on to something else. This will not benefit you at all. Okay, so step forward metaphorically, metaphysically, okay? If you are going to. If not, step out the gym, get out the building. Number two, you're ready to be the highest version of yourself. Whatever it is that you truly, really want in your heart right here. What does he really want? Manifest that, because it's possible. Anything is possible, okay? If you're still doubting, you're still going after that plan B versus the plan A that you really want. Okay, there should be no plan B. It's only plan A. Plan A, no B. When I was incarcerated, I wanted to go to college. I didn't have a high school education. It was just plan A. That was it. No plan B, no plan C, just plan A. Now, let's get started. Okay. Through logic, Thomas Troward has found and science, right? Science, logic, the creation of the universe through mind. He went one step forward than I did. Where's my coffee? I can't find my coffee. Oh, here it is. He went one step forward than I did because one day I was at the library and I wanted to find out if God was real. I've always been interested in like spirituality and things like that. I'm gonna go to the library today because it's kind of raining and I have a stuffy nose, so I'm not gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna let my body use its healing powers to heal itself. Because when you're in the gym, you put it through hell so that it can build muscle, right? So, but I digress from exercise. Here's an important thing that I learned when trying to find God. Thomas Hobbes, right? Thomas Hobbes, there's another Thomas, did this through logic, but because he's a philosopher, he questions everything. I think that's just the nature of like intellectuals. We just question everything. The thing of academia, we question everything. And he went backwards in time. He went like, all right, the universe, okay, the planet created life, right? Who created the planet? The universe, I don't want to say universe, it was called the solar system created the planet. Now what created the solar system? The Milky Way. What created the Milky Way? A big nebula. What created the big nebula? The Big Bang. What created the Big Bang? It must have been something that created it. It can't just like be like nothing. So there has to be a creator there. Something created something. It can't just be like, it can't just end. It doesn't follow the logical sequence. So there has to be a God. But then he would say, oh, well, we don't know. You know what I mean? Like you found God, but then he's like, but I don't know. Right? But looking at Thomas Troward and discovering life and how life is intelligent. There's an intelligence within the primordial substance. And now studies, if we look at water, when we talk positive affirmations, the waters crystallize when we freeze them to beautiful images versus very ugly images when we say bad things to them, to the water. So the subconscious universal mind is there. It's getting impressed by everything that we say. Okay, everything that we say and think. Okay. So it's important to think positively. Always counteract a negative with a positive, right? Just counteract it. I like The Secret. The Secret shows us how to do that. That's why it's a powerful movie. If you haven't seen The Secret by Rhonda Byrne, get that movie. It's really good. Now, law of growth. I'm really just going to riff off of what comes to mind because it's very logical here. And he's talking about the law of growth. So the law of growth, what does it entail? The law of growth entails that there is a inherent vitality, and not only in seeds in nature, but seeds in the mind. Seeds that we contemplate. So those are our goals, our dreams. You plant a seed in the ground, in the soil, you take care of it. It grows, but you can't force it. You can't start trying to force it to grow. And like dig it up again and see what the hell's going on over here? No, just know that it's growing. Just water it, it'll grow. Okay? Like a baby, like a newborn baby, it's not gonna grow into a 10-year-old like that. You can't grow. You can't yell at it and grow. Why aren't you growing? You don't do that. And I think a lot of people do that when they're trying to manifest their dreams, their goals. Be relaxed. Know that there is an inherent principle or what we call the law of growth in it for it to manifest. Okay? You don't yell at your tomato plants for them to grow right away. Same for your manifestation. Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled because it's already in the spiritual realm in your mind. I say spiritual realm because Thomas Troward calls it the spiritual realm. You could call it the non-physical realm or your imagination. You know, Neville Goddard calls it the imagination. Truths they're not debatable. So when truths are there, they're not like, that's not true. It's just said differently. Kind of like with sales, we say, oh, you need to sell stuff. Every business sells shit, sells stuff. It's sales, whether you have a salesperson or you have somebody just walk into the store, but you got to sell it. All right, that's going to be $10 versus somebody telling you, oh, okay, so this is what we're going to do. A salesman explains to you the processes to get the product or service. Every business is a little different, but sales is the same. Imagination, thought, power is the same. We must see it in our mind, in our imagination. Dang, mama, you're so strong. She jumped off of this and pushed my chair. Like she's strong. You're strong, baby. You're strong. You're healthy. So strong. Okay. Now coming back. This is where Thomas Troward tells us that this is one of the most important. I actually highlighted it. He says, quote, a correct understanding of the law of growth is of the highest importance to the student of mental science. And then here I'll quote it again he said this, okay. Therefore, all our distrust of the law of growth, whether shown in the anxious endeavor to bring pressure to bear from without or in allowing despair to take place of cheerful expectation, is reversing the action of the original cause and consequently reversing the nature of the results. You have to understand the law of growth. A seed in nature and in mind must grow and it must take its time. All we have to do is see it as already done, as already complete. You don't see half of something completed in your mind. You see it done, okay? You see it completed, you see it done, and you're certain that it's done in your imagination, in your image, and you just, how do you feel now that it's done? You're gonna feel relief, you're gonna feel grateful, you're gonna feel happy, or a combination of that, right? Now here I'm gonna share another quote. The variable factor is not the law, but our own volition. Volition means will. Okay. And it is by combining this variable factor with the invariable one that we can produce the various results we desire. The principle of growth is that of inherent vitality in the seed itself, and the operations of the gardener have their exact analog in mental science. Analogy. I think he meant analogy. But he says that, okay? We do not put the self-expansive vitality in the seed, but we must sow it. And we may also, so to speak, water it by quiet, concentrated contemplation of our desire as an actually accomplished fact. We must carefully remove from such contemplation any idea of a strenuous effort on our part to make the seed grow. And then he goes into comparing, like wheat, if we, it's like tearing among negative thoughts, of doubt and just feeling negative. Because negative thoughts equal negative feelings equal negative results. Would plant tares among our wheat. So instead of being, negative and doubtful, we should be feeling pleasure and restfulness and foreseeing the certain accomplishment of our desires. That's the law of growth. That's why constant thanksgiving of what we have and of that manifestation is crucial. Being thankful. What is it that you want? Okay. Right now, ask yourself, what is it that you truly, truly, truly want? You usually have a top 3, right? Top 3, top 5. Let's focus on the top 3, right? All right, top 1. You have it now, okay? You have a picture of it. That's why you desire it. The moment you desire something is you have it, okay? How do you feel now that you have it? It's done. It's done. Now say it right now. I feel. Number 2. You have the number 2 thing that you want. How do you feel? I felt it right now because I thought about it. How do you feel? Say, I feel, or write it down, notebook. I feel the number 3 thing that you want. How do you feel now that you have it? You can probably see me changing my expression because I'm thinking about my top 3 as well. How do you feel? Say it. Write it out. Pause this if you want to do for the next 2 for your top 5. Pause this right now. Write it out or say it. This is the good news. This is the good news of the Bible. Whatever it is that you ask for, believe that you have received it and you will receive it. You have it now. Believe it. Know that it's done in the spiritual, in the mind, in the thought, in the imagination. And be restful and just know that it's done. And then with cheerful expectancy and relaxation, you'll see everything start like unfolding. But it comes from understanding and faith. Knowledge turns to understanding. Understanding turns to faith. faith turns to acceleration, to wellness, and to manifestation. The opposite is ignorance, fear, right? Depression, laziness, immobility, paralyzation, and no action, and death, basically. It's the inverse of the law. But the law will give you what you want. Whatever image you're holding in your mind, it will give it to you, okay? It will give it to you. So all the good and evil in your life, or the good and bad in your life, is a result of using the law. The law is indifferent. Okay, like the quote that I read. The law is the invariable, okay? It's just there, okay? The law will operate. Plant a seed in the ground, it will grow. Plant a seed in your thought, it will grow. The variable is our ideas, is our volition, our will. Our will. So keep on seeing yourself with the good that you desire. Know that it's done. And be cheerful and relaxed. And be grateful for the things that you have. Say a prayer. This is a prayer that I wrote this down today, but I do it every night. So I've been saying it throughout the day just to make myself feel good. So I feel good like at every second of my day when I say this. And I tell myself, I am worthy of enjoying every moment of my life. Okay? See, I'm smiling now because as I say it, it becomes a reality. What we say becomes spells, mind and a word. So this is one that I created, okay? I am healthy. I am happy. I am safe. God protects me and loves me. I appreciate and thank God for everything He does for me. Okay. That's what I wrote today. I just affirmed it, I wrote it down. But every night I say, thank you, God, for this day. Thank you for bringing me home safely. Thank you for protecting me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. And I feel so good. I feel like I'm being hugged by the Spirit. Even though the Spirit is already here, I can feel it more immensely. I say, thank you, God, for this day. Thank you for protecting me. Thank you. I love you. It's just thanks. It's just gratitude for life and being safe all the time. It's a very simple statement of gratitude that really elevates you and puts you in a good vibration. And then I go on to visualize what I want. So I put myself in a positive vibe through my gratitude, and then I go to visualizing. Now the main takeaway here is do not doubt. Do not focus on negative thoughts. Okay, switch them, change them with gratitude, and allow the law of growth to manifest your thought, your dream. Allow the law of growth to work. It'll work. It'll operate inherently. It's his job. That's the law of growth. It's its fucking job. It will just operate. You put a seed in the ground with the right soil, the right water, with the right sun. Same with your thought. You put your thought in your mind. There's only one mind that you have, your individual mind. We just split it to share how it works. The conscious and the subconscious, but over time, whatever you think goes into the subconscious. And if you hold it with expectation, with faith, faith and gratitude, it'll manifest. Okay? Just be chill, be grateful. Be one with the universe, with God. whatever you want to call it. It's very important to have a recognition in God and have faith. It's very important. So I'm grateful for you being here. I hope you like this one. Thank you, God, for using me as an instrument of this good news. You have what it is that you truly desire in your heart and in your dreams, okay? You have it. If this resonated, share it with somebody. Whoever came to mind, share it with them. I love you. Until next time, peace.